Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. I'm Lucinda Young, and I've been a member of the church for about 5 years now, along with my husband Dave and our 2 children, Caden and Nan. As a co-chair of our Marriage Equality Committee, I've been asked today to share a bit about my marriage equality journey. My journey began as a child growing up with a homophobic father in conservative northern Florida. I remember from a very young age hearing snickers and slurs about queers and feeling inside that this was just wrong. When my brother came out as a gay man in my early 20s, it created a lot of emotional fallout. I watched him descend into a deep depression brought on by shame for who he was and who he loved. I worried he would not survive. My mother also suffered terribly guilt that she had somehow caused him to be who he was, and grief because she knew how difficult his life would be. It was heartbreaking. As a law student in the early 1980s, I did a research project on the then very esoteric issue of homosexual marriage. Gay wasn't yet a part of our language. It was not an issue that was taken seriously by the courts at that time, although the equal protection argument was very strong. And it's been fascinating for me to witness the evolution of marriage equality over the past 25 years to bring us where we are today with 5 marriage equality states, District of Columbia, not to mention Canada, and several European countries. When Proposition 8 went on the ballot, I, together with other members of this congregation, felt called to work on the No campaign. We handed out flyers, we talked to people, we carried signs, and after the election, we marched in protest. I was cheered and I was thanked. I was screamed at, accused of destroying traditional marriage and not protecting my children. On election night, I went to sleep with a very heavy heart, knowing that Proposition 8 had passed. I had a disturbing dream that night about a snake chasing my children and me trying to protect them from the snake. When I awoke, I knew that the snake symbolized the injustice and intolerance in our society. Prop 8's passage left me feeling unsafe and disturbed that the legal rights and recognition accorded to me by my marriage was being so easily taken away by so many of our citizens. It's been an honor to stand on the side of love with this congregation and to work for a more loving, tolerant, and just world.